Hey everybody, Coach Cheryl here. I hope you're doing awesome. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about emotional eating and give you some tips and some strategies to help you with that. So I want you to think for a minute, have you ever had a time where you have eaten something because of an emotion that you're feeling? Maybe you felt bored or lonely. Maybe you've been angry or stressed or tired or even excited or depressed. Often those emotions can lead us to wanting to eat something or give us some cravings to help kind of buffer those emotions. So when that happens, there are a few things that can really help. So the very first thing is to kind of stop and to identify those feelings. You know, when you start to have that craving, that intense, oh, I need chocolate right now. That used to be mine. Whenever I was stressed, I was like, I need some chocolate. I have to do, and I had to learn how to undo that habit and retrain my brain to, handle those emotions and manage them in a different way so that I'm still able to get my calm, but not always turn to chocolate or to food, right? So stop and identify those emotions you're having. Maybe you don't realize that it's emotional eating that's happening. But think to yourself, okay, what am I feeling right now that I'm craving this chocolate so bad? I tend to get snacky when I'm bored, or I tend to want that chocolate when I'm stressed. And so identify that and remember that that doesn't define you. It's not who you are. It's just a bad habit that you've gotten into, and we can undo that. We can work on that. So that's the first step. And then the next thing that you can do is I have a cool strategy to show you to come up with a comfort menu that can help you have some ideas on hand, ready to go to help you when you're feeling those emotions, something to do instead of turning to that food. So I'm going to share screen for a second to show you. This is a cool graphic that one of our coaches came up with, and really it just goes through those emotions. And what she did was she wrote down a list of different things that can help her to get through those things, those emotions. So once again, stop and kind of identify what you're feeling. Okay, I'm stressed out. I can have that chocolate cake that I'm craving, or I could drink a big glass of water and do something on my list, kind of get my mind off of it for a minute, right? So checking the list next to stressed. Okay, I can get something small done, and that will help me feel less stressed out. Make a to-do list. Maybe she's feeling lonely. Okay, give someone a compliment. Text someone. Maybe you're tired. Drink some water. Walk around. Take a shower. And again, it's going to be different for you. So what I would challenge you to do this week is to make your own comfort menu and write down these different emotions. It doesn't have to be pretty or fancy or anything, but just write down some ideas of some go-tos that you can do when you're feeling these emotions that can help. And once again, when you are identifying those emotions and having those cravings, grab your comfort menu, have it somewhere accessible, and stop for a second, drink a big glass of water, try something on your list and see what works for you. It takes time too. You're not going to be perfect at this. When you try it, at the beginning, you might end up grabbing that chocolate anyway, and give yourself grace. Continue to practice it because it takes time. It's like your brain isn't a muscle, but it's like strengthening a muscle. Okay, we're rewiring our brain and learning a new habit, learning a new skill instead of going to our go-to, if that makes sense. So it's going to take practice. It takes time to get really good at this. So give yourself that grace and that practice. Just keep going. Don't give up until it gets easier and, you're successful. So that's an example. I challenge you to create one of those this week. I'm going to stop share. Okay. And also, as far as cravings go, I also just wanted to mention that one thing to remember is cravings will pass whether you choose to feed them or not. So remind yourself that when a craving happens, in about 20 minutes, it's going to pass. So you don't have to feed it to make it go away. And that's where taking that glass of water and doing something on your comfort menu to distract yourself, give yourself that time, is going to really help you. And, if after 20 minutes, after you've done something different, distracted yourself, and had a glass of water, you still feel hungry, then that's okay. Go into the kitchen and have a healthy snack. But you'll be surprised at how often you're able to move past those emotions and, wait out the craving and be fine. So that's my challenge to you this week. Create a comfort menu. I would love to hear what things you try, what works for you. Give yourself that grace and that patience, and just keep practicing it. You're going to get better and better. Okay, hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you later.